What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode in the 3 to T series where I'm attempting to play through and showcase to you guys all the awesome, amazing courses on GSPro by, as the name implies, playing 3 holes per course, usually 1, 9, and 18, which we are in fact doing here today for a very, very iconic course and a course that I'm going to kind of talk around about. You can make your own conclusions and make your own inferences of what this may be designed and inspired by. But for today's course, we are playing Black Ryder Golf Course. This is in Bethpage, New York, designed in collaboration between CE Sim Golf and iChristie. I saw the Facebook post by CE Sim Golf, and he said, I believe R. Dyer, and there was one other person, I think the initial person that had this original course that was done, helped out with this course, but home of an upcoming, very important match between the Europeans and Americans. Again, I'm going to kind of talk about it in a roundabouts. I don't want to ruffle any feathers here. This is an amazing, amazing course, and I don't want to have any part in possibly having issues with it taken down or anything like that. But American flag tee boxes. Down in the lower left, there is actually a toggle. My video's blocking it, but you can see maybe down here on the projector, there's a little toggle for grandstand, so I can toggle this on or off. I'm going to play with them on, but I'll probably do the flyover here on the first hole just with them off so you can see how amazing this course actually looks. But we're going to try to be even par through these 3 holes. Not swinging it the best today, and I've been messing around with a little bit of a weaker grip on just my right hand. So we'll see how it goes. As far as the settings, probably not advisable, but I am doing the furthest back tees. So course recommended settings, like always, we have normal fairways, firm greens, that should be fun. 12 stimp, black tees at 74.96. So as you can tell here, we got like 400 yard par 4, 509, or 509, that's 10, which is also a par 4, which is crazy, but 472 for 9 par 4, and then also 414. These distances are pretty crazy. Course elevation at 125 feet. Thursday pins, 8-foot gimmies, calm winds, and I have my auto aim turned on to speed things up a little bit. I am playing after this with Flying Fat Kid for our Twisted Six Scramble, so I hopefully want to do this and one more as long as it doesn't take too long. But let's go ahead and get into it, try to be even par or close to it throughout the 3 holes. First hole, par 4. I'll turn the grandstands on after this, but you can see how awesome, how realistic this looks. Sky looks awesome, trees look awesome, all the grasses super realistic. The longer deep rough with the tannish, brownish grass, really good contrast, looks absolutely amazing. And there is an iconic sign at this course, if you guys are familiar, saying basically extreme difficulty with a warning sign saying you need to be a skilled golfer to be able to play this course, which I am not. Sometimes I like to pretend I am, and sometimes I have better rounds, but for the most part, I have no business playing this course from the furthest back tees. But let's go ahead and hit the flyover. First hole, par 4, 391. It's actually somewhat reasonable for these tees for a par 4, but I mean, very, very skinny fairways. A little bit of a stutter there. Bunkers look awesome. Deep rough looks awesome. The fairways, the rough. See, Sim Golf said that this wasn't actually a official course, but more of a passion project. So he thanked a lot of people, along with his wife, for allowing him to dedicate as much time to doing this. He said pretty much like early mornings, late nights, weekends, he would chip away at this over the past couple months, which very, very awesome that someone like that will be able to put time and effort into a course for us just to be able to enjoy for free, essentially as part of GSPro. But let's go ahead and turn the grandstands back on. From what I understand, oh, there are colliders. I mean, from what I understand from other courses, there haven't been colliders on stuff like that that you can add. It looks like that one does have it. I may hit it off of that. So I don't know. If you're trying to shoot a score, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of SGT rounds. Maybe you want to turn them off. But just for the scenic nature, we will leave it on and move over here. Because I'm messing around with a little bit of that weaker grip, I'm not going to aim super far to the right like I usually do. I mean, this is a pretty narrow fairway, so I don't have much choice. But if I hit it straight there, should be fine with a dogleg right. If it draws, we should be okay over by those grandstands, and if it fades, there's OB on the right, but we still should be in decent shape. Played a pitch and putt, 18-hole pitch and putt earlier, part of the Twisted Sticks League, and also a par 3, and I wasn't hitting it the furthest, so we'll see what happens here. Ball speed been lower. I only hit a couple drives just to warm up, lower 150s, so we'll see if we can get into it a touch, maybe creep up on some speeds. Oh boy. Well, despite the weaker grip, are we going to hit off the grandstand? 151, 237, SDT GSPro over there on the logos. Pretty awesome. Not the best drive in the world. Pretty sizable toey hooky draw, but left us with 151 left out of the rough. We hit that 261, a whopping 237 carry with 151 ball speed. Not the best, and definitely not what we need playing a course like this. Firm greens. We'll aim here, 151 out of the rough. We'll try an 8. Got to try to get some more power back. I don't know if this will quite get there, but I want to try to play well with the scramble with old Flying Fat Kid. Oh, I scolded it. Run. Run hard. Could have used firm fairways and normal greens instead of the opposite way around. But leaves us with 13 yards. Ideally, we can land this in the fairway, just short of this green, so it won't get a crazy bounce on these firm greens. But it's showing we have 9 to the front. So ideally, we hit this 8 yards and stays inside the inner circle here. .7. All right. Wanted to make sure I landed it on that fairway fringe area just so it landed a bit softer. Ooh, some lower frame rates stuttering as we fly over here. Wow, look how crazy this looks. Look at all the colors, how this contrasts, how everything pops. This looks unreal. Even through 1, second hole, 9th hole, par 4, 471. Let's hit the flyover. Awesome course, but so far my computer is not loving it, which this bunker looks really good over here with these fingers. It is a laptop, but it has a 4070 in it. I am running at 1080p Ultra, so some of these newer courses, as well done and as intricate as they are, sometimes it bogs down a little bit, despite being still a pretty good, pretty powerful graphics card, although, again, it's a laptop. About maybe half as powerful as like a desktop, somewhere around there, but we will take the par on 1. Honestly, sometimes I get too aggressive trying to get birdies. If I could just play these smart and get pars out of here, I wouldn't be too mad. So this thing looks like everything funnels down. We'll aim there. Don't want to get too aggressive. Almost fell over on that, but it should play. It may funnel towards the left. I'm going to try to creep up some ball speed here. I did bring out a vest. It's getting cooler here in New England, so we're getting to the period where I may have to start wearing long sleeves and whatnot. Don't have the vest on yet, but want to try to play as good as I can for the scrambles. Those are my favorite rounds of the week. Look how good the bunker, the fairway into the rough here, the bunker, the longer grass. This looks crazy detailed. 177 up 4. It's going to come out right. We'll go there. I'm going to try. We got 181. I'm going to try to hit a hard 7. I don't know if it's going to quite get there right now, but playing those 2 rounds earlier, I was hitting wedges pretty much for 18 holes. I played neighborhood golf for the pitch and putt. I hit wedge every single time, kind of smoother, easier swings, and then I was struggling to pick up kind of some speed again to hit it fuller on the par 3. So I feel like I'm still kind of into that, swinging a bit easier and smoother, which may not be the worst thing, but when you're trying to hit kind of normal stock yardages, oh, I chunked it really bad, and that is left. All right. Try to get up and down from here, maybe. We're probably going to get a pretty good bouncy ball bounce on these firm greens. 33. We've got a lot of room, though. I don't know if this will quite. It's a greenside bunker, but with the slightly fuller, more ball speed, you don't lose quite as much. So usually I play these 50%, but maybe that'd be 15, which is probably too much. We'll give it maybe 10. So 43 up 5, I think that says. We'll go like 45. We'll probably land these 10 short. So try to hit this about 35, so almost towards the flag length. Try to fly it about that number. $29. Go. Wow, that took a big bounce. So even that almost got there, and that was about 6 yards short from what I wanted. Pretty straight par putt, though. See if we can roll this. 12 stimp. 12 feet. Probably feel closer to like a 10, 11 footer here. All right, we got it to go. Somehow we are even through 2. Third and final hole, 18th hole, par 4. Almost a par 5 distance, 422. I guess not quite, but pretty cool looking flags over here. Obviously, they couldn't get too crazy with all the different. You can probably do American flags like the T markers, but doing anything super specific, you're probably asking for issues. But all these grandstands look amazing. Again, some flowers over here on the left. This is so well done. This is pretty amazing what this looks like. To the flyover. I mean, look at this. Got kind of the mow lines in between the rough for people to walk. This is crazy. That does not look like, I mean, those bunkers look unreal. That does not look like something that we want to miss to the right over there. Well, let's see if we can keep it in this short stuff. You're going to see a lot of leagues here and a lot of SGT events here. Guaranteed. And rightfully so. Oh, it didn't draw. Weaker grip there. It was a good shot. Just you aim right, thinking it's going to draw. And that was pretty just dead straight. But 262 carry, 153 ball speed. 14 degrees up, 4.5 left out of a fairway bunker with 141 up 10. So we're at 151, probably give it another 10%, so like 166. Guess we'll try. And I mean, the 14 degrees up is going to take more off of it too. I'm going to try to hit an 8 with these firm greens. Maybe it rolls back there. We'll go there. Oh no. That was a really good 8 iron too. How did that hit the lip with a 14-degree upslope? It launched at 20 VLA. Like I hit that. That was going to be a baby draw 8 iron. That was 157 raw. I'm really surprised that didn't come out, to be honest. I thought that was going to be really good. That was exactly what I wanted. Now, I mean, I guess we were kind of close to the lip, but still. Do I hit it again? I don't know if we're getting a par here. Guess we'll try it again. And if not, then I got to hit like a wedge out of here. I mean, to be fair, this is probably how you would have to play it in real life. But, I mean, with a 20 VLA plus the 11 up, this should be able to get up no problem from this distance. One more time. If not, we'll take our medicine. That was a good strike, too. I thinned that one, and of course that one goes right into the bunker we didn't want to be in. All right, pin 4 into a par 4. 18. up about 2.5. So we're up to 20. We'll give it another 8-9 yards, so like 29. Just probably landed the number again. Landed about 18, ideally. And that was 25. Wow. Whoa. I'm starting to scratch my head. There's no way that had 11,000 spin on it with a 25. I mean, I caught it pretty clean, and that was too hard. That's kind of wonky. There's no way that had 11,000 backspin on a shot like that. That thing stopped and spun back. That should have been probably too long, and it would have rolled out. That probably had, like, realistically, a third of that backspin. I've never seen anything like that. That's some crazy spin numbers there. But let's see if we can roll this in for bogey. 11 feet, playing 12. A couple head scratching shots there. Really good 8-iron that didn't get out of the bunker, and then that one, which I hit too hard. It was about 7 yards too much, but that 11,253. I don't think I've ever had that much backspin in my life, especially not with a little 60-degree. Did we get it? All right, we got it to go. Unfortunately, a bogey, but it is what it is when you have a shot that goes like 2 yards in the bunker. So from really well done. This is up there for one of the nicest courses I've seen probably in the past couple months, if not the nicest. We're getting spoiled as of late with all these crazy courses that are coming out, but this was ridiculously well done. As to be expected, CE Sim Golf is widely considered one of the best, if not the best designers. There's a reason why he got hired in-house by GSPro. But really well done. Not only CE Sim Golf, iChristie, or anyone else that helped along with this. With Art Dyer, I think, did the grandstands, and then the original designer who had this course that was up prior, I think, helped out a little bit. But from Black Ryder Golf Course in Bethpage, New York, designed by, like I mentioned, CE Sim Golf and iChristie was what they had listed. We ended up 1 over, which honestly, from those tees in this course, not too bad. 1 over through the 3 holes. Par on 1, par on 9, bogey on 18 with, like I said, a couple head-scratching shots in there. As far as the stats, 2 pars, 1 bogey, 280 longest drive. We only hit 1 out of 3 fairways, so those numbers are all going to be the same. 29 feet rather of total putting. 3 putts, 1 sand save, 19 minutes on the gameplay. And there you have it, folks. So really well done. I am certainly going to leave this course downloaded. I'll be playing this for SGT, obviously coming up with that big name tournament that sounds similar to the course name here coming up. Again, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, so I'm kind of talking a roundabout way about what this is, but you guys can probably imagine what this course is and what the tournament's going to be here. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try to get one more done real quick here as far as videos. I have another cool one planned written down. If you have any course requests, please let me know down below. Preferably the name of the course, the location, just a little bit of background information. Ideally something I haven't played yet, but whether it's a world famous course, your local course, fantasy course, anything in between, just let me know. I would really like to do this because it was new for a league event for my Hosel Rocket Golf League, but this course is pretty brutal, so unless I really nerf the settings, or as Triple Bogey Golf likes to call it, Murph the settings, shout out to Lefty Murph, maybe I can move the tees up and make it really easy, but something like this, it's kind of like doing Georgia Golf Club where the course is just so brutal in the first place. I don't know if people will have a ton of fun playing it, even if I make the settings easy, but I don't know. You may be seeing that. Shout out to the members. You can see everyone's name scrolling down below. Really appreciate the support. And like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys the next course.